Hello, hello. Hello everyone, I'm Mrs. Midnight and welcome to a new streaming of Hogwarts Mystery. As you can see, we have a new time-limited optional quest. And let me make sure we are actually live though, because I don't want to be talking to myself. I want you to actually watch. Because I want to believe that we can finish this quest before we run out of time. But let me lose the code because now that I'm in here, it's a little too much. Myself, I want you to actually watch. Oh, because I want to believe. Alright. We do have sound. I don't need to be hearing myself double. So let's go back to the game. Where were you? Talk about Christmas with Myrtle finished while you were not here. We are in the time limited optional quest of the Christmas Spirits, new Christmas time limited optional quest in the game, where nearly beheaded Nick and the Bloody Baron have an argument about whether Christmas is also for the ghosts to celebrate or only for the living. We are almost done. We finally convinced all the ghosts, including the Bloody Baron, to give it a chance to celebrate with the livings even if they are not alive themselves. But we need to remind Myrtle about the Christmas traditions because last one that she had when she lived was 40 years ago. Try again. I just came back from the newspaper, but let's first talk about Christmas with Myrtle. People usually spend time with their loved ones during Christmas. Were there cookies in Christmas when you were alive? Wrapping presents is an important part of celebration in modern Christmas. In Christmas dinners, there's a lot of delicious food, candies, and festive drinks. During the Christmas seasons, there is choirs that sing Christmas carols. I already am repeating, so let's go with Myrtle. My past Christmas were very simple because it was war times. We didn't have paper or boxes to wrap presents given the rationalization, understandably so. Last Christmas that I remember were during a terrible World War II, of course. Of course, if Harry Potter, this part is around the 90s, give or take, because Harry Potter is soon to enter the school, then 40 years ago was the early 50s or the late 40s, depending on how long exactly Myrtle was alive. So yeah, World War II rationalizations due to low resources make sense. I remember a speech from King George VI in the radio. One of the few toys I received for Christmas were handmade by my family. That's so sweet. I think I would do that too, if I couldn't give anything to Mr. Midnight, I think I would make something for him with my hands, I agree. And he actually has done it for me, building the sound booth. Mr. Midnight, but he's sleeping. And she said that she used to sing with her family, like the Christmas carols. Alright, so we are already repeating. Oh, my two parents were Muggles, so my Christmas were not very magic. I love singing Christmas carols with my family. Okay, those I actually had on red. Oh, damn it, so close. Okay, one video and we finish.
I was already wanting to throw a Christmas party for our
very
friends
good.
this year. When I saw Chapstick's new holiday collection, I just knew things were going to get ugly. Ugly sweater, that is. That's right, we were going to have ourselves a
This
very
thing is
little ugly
decided to
sweater
ignore.
party.
Okay, finally. Because I hate having to listen to the ads, One thing is to have to watch through it, okay, fine. But I want to be able to talk to you without my voice overlapping over an ad. Cheers, by the way, to anyone watching. Hope you are having fun and wish me luck to finish the event because I'm liking it very much. It's gonna be one of my top 3 in the Christmas events in Hogwarts Mystery. And if anyone's watching, tell me what's your favorite Christmas event on the game so far, out of the ones that have been released. Seems that the modern Christmas are much bigger and extravagant than the ones you lived. Yes, our presents were few and simple, but seems to be that this year things will be different. If everything goes as your Nick planned, it will be an amazing Christmas. In your experience, what is the most important part on a present, Gladys? It needs to have a special meaning, it needs to be expensive, or it needs to be unique. A special meaning, because for example, Mr. Midnight got me for Christmas a record from The Sound of Music. And whatever it cost him, I don't like to ask those things, obviously, like how much did you pay for it? But whatever it was, that's not the point. Or whatever rarity it has, whether there's 3 copies in the whole world or millions, that's not the point either. Point is that he thought of me because he knows I love musicals, and he knows how meaningful that one is for me regarding our marriage because the story of Julie Andrews, well, Maria, and Captain Von Trapp reminds me a lot of us. So definitely needs a special meaning above all. Above all, a present must be meaningful for the present who is receiving it. You must make it feel special. It could be something they love, something they can use, or even a symbol of the relationship you share. Or all of the above. I need to think of something for Mr. Midnight. Give me ideas. Give me ideas for presents for Mr. Midnight this Christmas. Because he told me that he doesn't want me to spend out of my way, and I get why. We are struggling a bit because of the transmission problem in the car and everything, but I don't want to receive him on Christmas empty handed. Makes sense. The present I received was a plush toy made of sand, sawdust that my mom made. So the sawdust for the feeling. Good idea. It was horrible, but I still loved it because my mom made it for me. It showed that she cared. Totally. Thank you, Gladys. Now I feel more than ready to celebrate wrapping presents in the party that Sir Nick suggests. Excellent! I'll see you there. I'm going to the common room of Slytherin to visit the Bloody Baron, to invite the Bloody Baron to our wrapping party. Very well. I have free time. Don't waste it. If you want to talk to me, do it now. Very well. Scrap card. Let me see how many tasks we are missing. Okay, we are. Oh, damn it. Barely in the third part, I'm afraid. So I do want to finish this one and I don't want to have to spend gems. I'm saving for my tentacula. Let's see. Hi, Mr. Baron. I came to invite you to the party to wrap presents of Sir Nick. Or to Sir Nick's party to wrap presents. What's the matter? The tradition of giving presents is an atrocious part of Christmas. Atrocious? What's atrocious about it? I thought celebrating Christmas. I thought you were gonna celebrate Christmas with us, Mr. Baron. I will only allow rational celebrations or reasonable celebrations in Christmas among my appreciated students of Slytherin. My relationship with the giving presents act is complicated. In my times, giving presents was not joyful at all. Exchanging presents has always been a fundamental part of Christmas. I'm afraid you simply do not understand. Then help me. Yeah? I'm sure if you explain me your perspective, I can convince you that giving presents is far from being atrocious. If you insist. I mean, yes, I would also have said, then help me, explain me where you're coming from. But what I wouldn't say is, and that way I can convince you of my point of view, because I feel that takes away a lot of credibility from you, if all you care about is hearing the other person's side to contradict it afterwards. I wouldn't feel inclined to say a lot of what I think to a person that told me that so. That's one part that I don't like of games that make up your dialogues for you because many times and not they can sound like something you would say, but sometimes it's like, oh, I would never say that. But let's do it because it's one of the daily tasks. And besides giving us the tokens for the special event, it also helps us with the magical achievements, and maybe we might unlock energy. We hopefully might. Let's see if we numb her with incendio or burn her, either of the two, for a secondary effect. We are even in the 3 attributes. Yes, important. And she did the same as me. She was like, hey, good idea. I think at this point, would Flipendo be enough? Let's try. Otherwise, it will leave us very close. Yay! Perfect. Alrighty, we need to also get food. So let's go check our babies, because besides, we need to feed them. Units. Usually give them the most as possible or as much as possible, because that way they increase level faster. People, the computer are a little closer, because my hard drive was hanging in the back of it, and that's not good. For it to be hanging from a tense cable, it can very easily fall to the floor. So cute. Same with Larry Lobster, for him to grow fond of us faster. But I hope the way that he tries to give us from his food never changes. It's so adorable. Very stars, mini project, very well. Alright, vote on these outfits. I think I like this one with the snitch. I'll do it later. The red ones. We need 3 stars and we need 3 units of food. Let's go here to the quests for critters, because usually the prices include units of food. Let's see if here it was the case. Yes. But how many did we earn? I think it was not enough. Play. Energy units here. Dragon critter. You know what? It's been long since Bosk has gone to a quest. Let's send him. And let's see how many units we are missing to. Dang it. Sorry guys, we're gonna have to watch a few ads, because besides, we need to get the gems and the coins out of the squares where you can get rewards before we get the slot available for units of food. I mean, I'm not complaining, you can always use gems in this game, and I want my Poisonous Tentacula or my Venomous Tentacula, but just praying I won't have to use my gems again, because I don't want to wait an entire year to finish this quest. Also, if I'm going to include it in my top of the Christmas events in Hogwarts Mystery, I want to actually know what I am talking about, you know? I don't like talking out of my ass in the videos. By the way, if you are wondering about the next short about Kiara, we are having it published on Monday. And the reason for this is that I noticed that if I stream the next days close to my publishing of the shorts or the video, the algorithm messes with it, you know? The videos don't get as many views, or the shorts don't get as many views, because YouTube doesn't show them as much, because the streaming is more recent and it starts showing that more. So trying to keep that from happening, but damn, so they are not going to offer food? Seriously? Now these magical sequences, I don't mind them. The prices are pretty, the ones that are free. But I hate that in order to move on to the next ones, eventually you have to pay money. That's like just, no, guys. Besides the fact that Mr. Mina and I are in no position at this moment to be wasting money like that, let's say we craft money for some reason, I still wouldn't see myself doing it because it's just a waste and I don't know. I don't know. I hate when games push you to spend money in such dirty but almost tacky ways. I love this game, but that in particular, I don't like. No, but what the hell? Let's buy one set, see what happens. Of course, only repeat once, because God forbid we get the one we need. But you know what? We are close to be able to cast Reparo, so let's go ahead and feed our creatures since we are already here until we get enough to buy cards of Chocolate Frogs again and see what happens. And you know, now that I see that with the plants you can skip the animation of watering and fertilizing them, not that I don't like seeing it with the animals, I love it and I wouldn't take it away, but they should give the option to skip it for when you're really feeding everyone, you know? That after a while it does become a bit tedious for me to do, and I imagine for you to watch too. Bara, how are you? Nice to see you. I'm doing good. How are you? I'm happy to see you here. I thought that the streamings were on Sundays, but the good thing is that I could arrive to this one. They are usually on Saturdays. Last week was a little extraordinary because it was the Christmas walk in town, and therefore I did not have the time to stream. I wanted to be with Mr. Midnight because the store got very crowded, and that made me happy. But I mean, normally they are on Saturdays. Spanish at 1:30 right now, and English at 4:30 until the next year at least. If you guys from next year on, from January on, would prefer another schedule, we can start discussing it, but not for now because of the changes of schedule in the store in consequences of the schedule of Mr. Midnight. Because honestly, it's almost like a horror movie seeing the amount of hours that he's working every day. And I know that if I'm not with him in the store, he's not going to take his nap of the afternoon that he's used to taking because he works at nights because he has no one else to take over for him. So that's why. By the way, I think, oh, you're capturing the game wrong. Yeah, I see. I don't know why. OBS, I think, is the problem because it's with two different games that I see it happening. Captures games in a way that you set the screen right and it's doing okay for a while, but suddenly you turn back around to it and now it's doing that shit, you know, that there's a black screen. Thank you, Bara. I think it should be okay now. Thank you for the noise. Let's go to the next region. That's like the desert dunes. A creature from there, so let's click on the grab. Oh, let me play with fire 1 second because it's wanting to die on me. Sorry about that. We need plenty of more coins, goddammit. See how many animals it takes us, because let alone the tedious factor, it's also that I would like to have 2 chances to buy chocolate frogs, and I'm not going to spend money, you know. It's perfect now. The direction on Sundays was that I got mistaken. I mistook the survey of the shorts videos, and I thought it was for the stream. Oh, okay. No, it was for regular videos because of the algorithm, you know. If I stream right after publishing videos or shorts, the algorithm messes with them, the views. But all good, I read it more thoroughly and understood. Thank you, Bara, by the way, for participating in the survey, because when it comes to the decisions on the channels, even in this one that the audience is a little smaller and the surveys do get replied, but not in the same amount as in Spanish, because they do get replied, I like to take the audience into account, you know, and especially with the Spanish audience that is more active. I wouldn't like to make these decisions alone when in the end the channel is for you too, you know, not only for me. So not many coins here. Let's go to the crepuscular land. Let's drink some water, because I'm drinking Coke and I'm enjoying it, but I'm very thirsty. Oh, I interacted accidentally, but it's cute. I'm very thirsty, and I think that means I need water more than soda at this moment. I love how the meat falls on his face. And speaking of shorts, the ones that you have uploaded to Miss Hugh are very good, and I think they are working. They are not doing bad at all with the views. I hope that project grows, because the content is really good and something that brings something to the table, Bara. Bara, you have no idea of how much that means to me. That is amazing to hear, because first of all, I know you wouldn't say it if you thought the content was of poor quality, but also because both Miss Hugh and Mrs. Midnight or Señora Medianoche and what have you are channels that have my heart in them, you know. The reason why I have so many is not because I wanted per se, but because the topics started being so incompatible with each other that it was just too messy to have everything in the same. But to have the community from here to support the channels both of video games and color psychology, that means the world to me. And I agree, definitely they are working. I already made a calendar for what I want to do on January, but I think I do want to upload a survey one of these days on the Prison Studio by Miss Hugh channels to address the community that I haven't really interacted with much there, about, hey, what would you like to see in the channel next year? Because I had someone like helping me with the marketing of the channels, and I think that's partly the content why it's working so well. But I had to pause for a moment due to the problem with the transmission of the card, so I'm on my own at the moment, and I'm not complaining. It's necessary for a while. I should be able to go back to my associate with marketing soon. Well, not that soon, next year, but for now I'm on my own. And I think when I'm struggling to make decisions for content or things regarding the channels, no one better to ask but the audience. Come on, baby, tell me that you have 1,000,000 coins hidden somewhere. And for example, in your case, Bara, as a man, when it comes to your personal grooming, your image, what would you like to see more in those channels? You know, I don't think that you wear makeup regularly, but for example, do you want to see something about facial hair or hair of the head or clothes, accessories, use of color, personal style? What kind of content would you like to see? Or when it comes to color psychology in movies or TV shows, I have content pending to edit about Squid Game, but anything else that you would like to see, any movie or TV show that you would like me to address? I'm also a Disney fan and I'm in the progress of making videos for that too. Give me 3 seconds to feed another creature while I read you. Personally, I see the content in Miss Hugh more because I really feel it's useful and I'm interested in it. Besides the fact that I like the makeup videos and what have you. Really? You like the makeup videos? You know, I'm gonna tell you a secret. As a makeup artist, whenever someone suggested me to make a tutorial, I hated the idea because I felt that that was partly why people were not consuming the service as much. But nowadays I'm seeing that the tutorials or the makeup videos where you can see me while I do my makeup are working. So seeing that even guys enjoy watching them, my friend Lisa, the one that does marketing in the channels, is going to crack up when I tell her this. Like, dude, you were so right that a man just told me that he likes watching them. Thank you for that, Barra. Meaning, it made me laugh, but not in the sense that I'm mocking what you're saying, but in the sense that it made me happy. I definitely do not think we'll be able to have 2 chances to buy chocolate frogs with coins, but hopefully at least one. But it worries me because we are running out of critters at this point. Need to play with the fire again, but I do wanna feed another creature. Oh shit! Sorry about the noise, the fire screen fell. Sorry about that. God damn it. At this point, unless someone, at least one creature has 1,000 coins. And wait a minute, we didn't go here. Not everything is lost yet. But we really need at least one creature with 1,000 coins. Not as desperately as I thought, but we still do. Topics interesting in male makeup. Male makeup. It will be the turn of Gladiolo to take over. I find the contouring topic and shadows that some people give to facial hair very useful, like line out outline of beards and eyebrows, yes, or even filling, refilling of your beard. If your beard has holes on it, you can refill it without eyeshadow of the same color. I usually watch people that do it, sometimes for lack of information, do it wrong, in the sense that they pigment the beard a lot or the eyebrows, and in the end they harden the facial features and such. Besides the fact that it can look like sloppy. Yeah, I think that though you mentioned it, I'm not sure that he would be willing. I would have to ask Mr. Midnight, but I would think that if I make a video regarding that where I am showing you how to do it, if I do it on myself, it's not gonna be as useful because I literally can't grow a beard. So let's see what Mr. Midnight says. Otherwise, I will just explain, like with words, but you do have a point that the eyeshadow needs to be soft. And usually, for example, even if your beard is black, you're not gonna use straightforwardly black. You're gonna grab a dark brown or a dark gray depending on your colorimetry. And at the end, you can gradually add some accents in black, but not all black. Because otherwise, from far away, it's gonna look decent ish, but from closer, it's gonna look very theatrical. And as you say, also, Bara, it can easily look sloppy. Like the person's dirty or like they basically groom themselves in the dark. But yes, definitely, the male makeup is something I have to address too. Thank you, Bara. That I think when it comes to male makeup, although I do hear you about the contouring, because since for men, usually the objective is for it to look relatively natural, contouring would be one of the first things that they would want to perfect. There's like two extremes with men that wear makeup: the ones that do not like it to show that they are wearing, and the ones that like to be flamboyant about wearing. So I think I need to address two. And I don't only mean drag queens necessarily, them too, but even just men that don't necessarily do drag, but that like to use makeup as an artistic expression, to turn their faces into a pictorial portrait or like similar to a woman's makeup, but not necessarily to dress up as a woman. By the way, everything okay there? Yes, the fire screen in front of the fireplace fell to the floor because I put it the wrong way. But yeah, everything okay, thank you. Although I do think I should go outside real quick to grab 2 logs to put on the fire because the flames are wanting to die out and I don't want Mr. Midnight to wake up to have to start a fire again. So I'm gonna finish feeding this one. I'm gonna leave another one feeding. And then I'm gonna head out. And god damn it, I don't think we are gonna even make enough to buy 1 round of fucking chocolate frogs. I hate that it's almost like the game can sense when you urgently need coins. And it ensures that the usual ways that you can get them, you hardly ever do. I mean, right now at least we got 200, but we need more. Let me feed this last one and then switch area and then I go out. It's just that the charge screen between locations takes a little longer than the animation of feeding. This one is so proclived to give 25 coins. It's unusual when he gives you more. Be right back. Alright, time to place the logs. Alright, let's make sure the fire screen is well placed because I don't want it to be falling again. Hello, hello. Thank you, Bara. Thank you for the heads up about the microphone. Can you hear me again? Because yeah, I think I did actually move the microphone cable, but well, should be all right now. Let's see now what the creatures in the last location we have to say, because right now things are not looking very promising and I don't really have too many notebooks to spare to create pages either. Oh, this really blows. Because besides, it's an 8-hour task for finishing part 3, and God knows how many there are gonna be in the 4th part. And there was an area that had 6 mini tasks. I am genuinely frightened. See what happens. This one 200. Now we can hear. Thank you, Bara. Thank you for the heads up. I really appreciate when you tell me about the technical issues, because sometimes getting distracted with the game is hard to notice right away. God, how do they love giving 25? Any chance that the last 2 will have 1,000 each? $200 at least. Please, I beg of you, have 1,000. Please, I beg of you, have 1,000. Ugh. See here. It's an emergency, yes. Even that barely gave any coins, but at least we got the food. Actions of the pass. Oh, we need to go visit our plantsies too, but before that, let's try this one that also has interesting rewards. Water creature to recover something lost in the ocean. By the way, now that I remember, yeah. Plantsies. That's more like in flames are coming back. And we are actually going to harvest Puffapod. It doesn't redirect to your channel? What do you mean, Bara? I'm not following it, it doesn't redirect you to my channel? What doesn't? We're almost about to harvest a sweet mouth. I'm glad that we have the fire screen because it's a real blessing to not have to be on the lookout for any spark, you know, that can fall on our floor. Hey, Titani. If you want, I will take a screenshot and send it on Discord, okay? But could you explain a little bit, Barra? Because I'm charging my phone. So, I mean, I will see the message in Discord, but not right now. And I'm worried. Do you mean that the streaming is having a problem or what? The Facebook, the Facebook link doesn't take to the channel that you use as Señora Medianoche. Really? Question, what Facebook are you on? SRA point Medianoche? Or like SRA.medianoche? Or Señora Medianoche? Because remember that Señora Medianoche is the old profile I had. That I didn't delete it because back then my ex recommended me to not do so. Maybe I should actually because I think I'm getting people mixed up. But I do need to know so I can fix the problem. And thank you. See, magical achievements, yes. Yes, a chocolate frog. That does help, definitely. Yes! But we're still missing one then? Oh, yeah. Yeah, we are. Oh, well. No. When you open the link in the description, it takes you to a channel called Casey Fox. What? Really? Oh, wow. I'll look into your screenshot, Barra, so I can take a look at it in the Facebook profile and correct it, but thank you. Thank you, because that's a really big problem for it to be directing it to someone else's channel to begin with, but that I don't even know what it is, you know? As far as I know, it could be negative type of content, and I am directed people there. Just let the commercial pass so we can get at least a little help with energy, because right now at this moment I'm in no position to reject any help from the game. We are in a horrible position with this quest. Christmas presents have to have a special meaning. That's the part that matters the most. Yeah, I definitely agree. That's what we told Myrtle, but besides being one of the possible answers in the game, I agree, you know, it's not about being expensive or super rare or extravagant in any way, like pretty or those things. It's about being meaningful. That Christmas table full of cookies and coffees is making me hungry and craving for a warm drink.
I was already wanting to throw a Christmas.
And it keeps passing. Let me play with fire real quick while the commercial is going, because otherwise my stomach's gonna roar just from watching. No! One of the pieces of wood wanted to escape. Can you at least vary the commercial for crying out loud? The same one over and over and over again. I mean, first it was making me hungry, but right now it's like, seriously, the same thing. I'm just gonna turn around towards the wall or the ceiling or the fireplace or something so I don't have to be watching the fucking chopsticks all over and over and over again. No more rats. No crystals. Well, maybe we can try going to the festival, I guess. How many stars are we lacking? I think only 3 more, right? We don't really need, yeah, we don't really need the 8. So, let me check our clubs. Maybe one is close to giving us a prize. This one, but there's no guarantee it will be coins. So, let me think. These ones are far from giving us something and it doesn't say. Damn it, if only we were closer to that, you know? But let me think what we can do to get coins that not necessarily using real money. Let's see if we can earn some here. Hell no. There are no prizes that are coins. Let's regardless go see if we can play some games in the festival. Because we do have several tokens and we still need to, you know, kill a little time while the energy replenishes at least a bit. But dang it, I hate when the timing of availability for coins and those things does not add up with the events, the time limited optional ones, because I really hate using money at this moment in the microtransactions. What's going on? What was the problem? Oh, damn it. And at least we got a few tickets, I guess. Oh. Those last ones gave me hell. At least this one is easy and fast. I don't like that last one. I made a little tedious. Think it's Obliviate or Vipera Evanesca? Yes. Add a few more seconds and we should be done. Right, I guess we're gonna have to play the one that I don't like. What means of transport do Muggles use? It's just that. Oh, to fly! Oh, I can't believe it, I got mixed up with the Weasley car. What are Ortigs known for? For the little hairs that give you like a rash? Can't believe I got the first one wrong. Muggle transportation to fly car. What plant helps you breathe underwater? Branchialgas in Spanish. In English, I forget the name. Like branchia seaweed. Transformation, McGonagall. But the reason why I don't like this one in particular is because of the amount of questions. I have no idea who wrote the book, so I'll just randomly pick, and I was wrong. Right. Well, let's claim our prizes. Okay, at least a few pages, but no coins. Oh. So let's see. Can you buy coins here? Yes. All right. We are back in the game. That was music to my ears or to my eyes. But no, music to my eyes doesn't make sense. Whatever equivalent to the eyes. But I think we are gonna have to actually do it a couple more times. Oh, we don't have enough tokens anymore. Okay, let's try to earn more of those. What else gives tokens? Because the daily schedule, we are already struggling to complete it. Because we need to finish this task, at least the main stars. And of course it had to be a stupid 8-hour long task. And no, I'm not trying to, oh Jesus Christ, no. Let me see, out of curiosity, how am I doing on pages to try to buy more chocolate frogs, but pages, since we are just ever so slightly short on points, yeah, not nearly enough. Okay. Let's see. Well, we actually haven't collected energy from the objects, now that I think of it. So let's go ahead and do that. So is that does play in our favor that the objects here in the secret clubhouse are available to click on. Yes, that was a very good surprise. A few more coins and we could try again. Yes. Yes! Yes, that's very good. All right, now we are talking. Oh, give me a second to turn off the phone, the alarm. And you know what? Let's cast Preparo twice, and one more that we do it, and we should be able to get 20 units. Wanna see how many pieces we are left with after this? Okay, so 3 more and we are able to try again. Okay, let's go back here before trying the rest of the objects. There we go. All right. Yeah, definitely I'm not waiting 7 hours. You are crazy if you think I am. Your persuasion power is admirable, Gladys. I must admit that. Equally, I could use your advice. Who should I give a present to? Only to the ghosts, maybe only to the Slytherins? Everyone. You should give a present to everyone. You don't want someone to be excluded or feel excluded this Christmas. This celebration is about enjoying with our loved ones and spend good moments together, happy and joyful. Damn it, everyone! It seems that to redeem myself as a Slytherin ghost, I have a lot of work to do. If you don't mind, Gladys, I might need more help when the moment comes. That means you will come to the party to wrap presents, Mr. Baron? I will see you soon, Gladys. Yay! Great, I think I understand, Mr. Baron. All the other ghosts will be excited to see you. Before you go, Gladys, Merry Christmas. Oh, Merry Christmas to you too, my favorite ghost. I love that. Merry Christmas, Mr. Baron. Now I'm going to go plan the party to wrap presents. My character has so much more composure than me. All right, part 4. All the ghosts are ready to celebrate wrapping presents. Can you and your friends get everything you need before the guests come? Midnighters, bear with me 5 minutes to try and see if Mr. Midnight is ready to wake up or not yet, because he did ask me to wake him at 6 and it's 6 already. Be right back. Alright, sorry about that. Mr. Midnight is still sleeping, so let's let him rest. Prepare yourself. Haywood is delayed. No problem. Haywood is here. We are waiting for you. Come now. Okay. So 3 tasks. I hope we'll be able to pull it off somehow. Still worried, but let's see. I finally found someone that I finally found who decorated the great hall so badly. And they dare say that my decorations are ugly? I heard that the Bloody Baron will come to the party to wrap presents. Will he be kind? Merla doesn't want to admit that her decorations were nothing out of this world. Although many like mine. Alright. So that was another student from Slytherin. Hi everyone. Moaning Myrtle and the Bloody Baron will come to our party to wrap presents. Good job, Gladys. Professor Beans plans to join us too. Magnificent job, you two. I can't say I'm surprised with the talent you had. Well, it wasn't precisely easy. We had to convince Professor Beans. He was anguished because it was going to be hard for him to wrap presents being a ghost. It was necessary to explain to him and calm him down to trust that the livings would follow his instructions well to wrap presents. Myrtle and the Bloody Baron were also hard to convince. Ghosts can be very stubborn, but we do the best we can. Although you surely also had fun. Tell me, which one of the 3 ghosts did you enjoy talking to the most? Excluding me, of course. Honestly, the Baron is one of my favorites, but I think out of the 3, the one I connected the most was Beans, in this case, because of exchanging knowledge. You know, he's a teacher, I'm a teacher, so Beans. Professor Beans is a very interesting character. He doesn't receive as much recognition as he deserves. That old friend has a golden heart and one of the best memories than any of the other ghosts I've met. I really appreciate all the help. You went out of your way for this to be a Merry Christmas both for the living and for the deads. Why do you look so sad when you say that, sir? I'm ashamed to admit it, but there's still another dragon that we must defeat before starting to wrap the presents. I, of course, speak in figurative sense. I don't care what it is. I'm sure we can deal with it. We have got enough to hear, right? That's the spirit, Gladys. I'm sure you are right. I will tell you everything and we'll be able to start. I wonder what dragon is haunting him. The tasks giving coins does help, at least a little bit, but we only have 1 star so far, so let's keep going with the recharging points in the game. So we went to the clubhouses already, let's go to the regular points. We already went to the Wolf Cup. Don't remember if the Quidditch Snitch is available, I think it's not. Because that one does take, I'm not sure if 24 hours or a little more. Not quite 48, but I'm not sure if it's exactly an entire day or a little more. I already clicked on the elf. Let's go to the dorm since we came to the dungeons. Or dread to be turned into snails. We don't have the trophies available because... Oh, come on. Used them yesterday, but well, some of them are. Right. Let's use those for the moment, because I don't want to oversaturate my bar and waste recharging points. That's the last thing we need to do right now. We don't have wrapping paper. Like, yeah, in a wrapping presents party, paper could come in handy a little bit. Just saying. But no matter, let's go to the school terrains to go get the recharging point from Fang. Not gonna enter the library just yet. I wanna see if we can finish this mission without creating pages yet. Back to Hogsmeade for a minute because I always forget the recharging point of Dominique Maestro, the violin. Oh, I mean, the diagonally had gone already. Sorry about that. Let's go to the Black Lake. Let's see if the tombstone is available today, because it's, yes, not always, but today Log smiled to us a little bit at least. These ones are not energy, but they give coins, so, or energy or club points. Good. Get the coins from here and then go to magical achievements because we have something else. Now that I think of it, we completed the daily agenda. Alright, a few more coins, good. Oh, that means so far and so close and so far. How long until it resets? Okay, every 24 hours, but how long until they pass? Or is it from the moment that you finish it, maybe? Well, at any rate, let's go back. Let's see now. Let's look at the clubs once more. And we are on the verge of increasing our range. So you know what? Since we don't even have nearly enough to buy chocolate frogs like these, let's take a leap of faith and cross your fingers for it to be a stupid amount of coins. We're in the verge of unlocking the prize. Villas, creatures similar to harpies. Need to search about villas a little more because the name doesn't ring so many bells at this moment. I think I did hear it once about the magical world, but I couldn't describe one. You know, if I thought of it. But sadly it was only a piece of furniture. I mean, nothing wrong with it, but it's not quite what we need. And I also don't see another way to earn tokens. But here, which we still don't have enough stars to accomplish. So, damn. Damn, where else? like to see if we can finish another glitter expedition fast. Oh, yay. Hope we get good prices. Oh, at least a decent-ish amount of coins this time around. Legs, all right. What are you talking about? It's not the creature you were expecting. What more play do you want than a tarantula or an acromantula? Yes. Good. Good, good. Let's see now. Trying to think what to do now. We're gonna have to go create pages downstairs because we definitely don't have enough coins. So we're gonna have to exchange books to create pages. How many do we have so far? Oh, okay. 4 more. Let's just sacrifice 1 red one. And that should be enough for another chance with the froggies. Oh, no, I want the frogs. Right. Damn it, 1 more fragment. All right, so be it then. And it's easier to recover the red ones than to recover the other ones. The blue and the golden are much rarer. See this time around. Good, yes. The 30 units. Thank you very much. Yes! 10 units. And now we can cast Reparo and get another special chocolate frog. And 20 units, yes. That is more like it. There we go. If everything we need are materials to wrap presents, it's not a big deal. We can take care of that in an instant. That's it. That's right. I'm sure Mr. Field has those materials or supplies in his office. I'm afraid that Mr. Field has always been a little cold with me, maybe because I scared Mrs. Norris. Of course, it was completely accidental. I can go talk to Mr. Field for you, sir. We will not be breaking any rule. We're just gonna wrap presents. You really are the most noble of the warriors, young Balka. Thanks to you, this will be an unforgettable party. I'm going to the office of Mr. Field to look for supplies to wrap presents. After that, we can start to wrap. Righty? Mr. Field went back to his office. Go there and get the supplies. Why do I feel Mr. Field is gonna give us a hard time? Yay, more energy! That's music to my eyes, in lack of better terms. I don't remember having requested a student to punish on Christmas. Why are you here, Valka? Excuse me, Mr. Field. I wanted to know if you had supplies to wrap presents that you could lend me or loan me. I need them for the party we are going to do to wrap presents. Students should take care of themselves. Students should take care of their supplies to wrap themselves. I don't care about sponsoring your Christmas mess. This Party to Rap Presence is not only for students, sir, it's also for the ghosts of Hogwarts. First, you ask to be given things, and then you tell me that they are not even going to be used by living people? Give me one good reason why I shouldn't get you out of my office with that superiority attitude. Show Christmas Spirits, he's not gonna give a crap about it. Ghost would be happy, he's not gonna give a crap about it. We could invite you to. We could invite you to the party too, Mr. Filch. It will be a celebration between living and the ghosts. All I plan to do to celebrate this Christmas is watch the snowflakes fall next to Mrs. Norris. If that's all, excuse the interruption, Argus. I came to see Balka. Professor McGonagall, what are you doing here? This is my personal office, not a sort of organizational committee for parties. I found out about your good reactions with the Ghost of Hogwarts, Balka. I wanted to thank you personally and offer all the possible help for your plan with Sir Nicholas. Thank you, Professor. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas indeed. There's actually something that you could help with. I was just asking Mr. Filch supplies to wrap presents. Filch, please give Balka all the supplies that she has requested. All right, but you'll have to get the supplies for yourself. I have to roam around the halls. Thank you, Professor McGonagall. Thank you, Professor McGonagall. I must start looking for supplies to wrap presents in this classroom. Of course, Balka. I think I have enough time to help you in the search. Then let's get to work and find those supplies. My friends and the ghosts will be waiting. Damn it, another 8-hour task. Why? We gotta have good luck with the cars of chocolate frogs, but now seeing the amount of energies we're gonna need, I'm scared again. Because I mean, at this point, I don't care if I had to spend all my notebooks. I just hope they will be enough. You know, because besides this isn't the last one, is the second to the last. I mean, fortunately, of the fourth part, I think we are going to finish this optional event, but I'm afraid of what we'll have to do to achieve it. Not so many, but it's a start. Let's see. Oh, not that many. See how we do with this. Let's see if this helps in any way. No, it won't, because they are all gotten. And I don't think I have as many to exchange for energy. No, it costs 95, so no. Let's go to the chocolate frogs. Right. Alright. But 10 is not going to be enough, obviously, so we're gonna need more, so be it. See where that leaves us. There we go. Please offer energy as a final prize. I mean, at least it's giving us some. Let's see. You know what? The blue ones are always the rarest to find, even worse than the golden ones, because they are not such a common prize. So let's see where this leaves us. Here. Damn, so close and so far. Let's see, what else can we do? Let's go to the festival again, just for the hell of it. See if by any chance we can unlock another pair of prizes and coins among them, but I think not, if I remember right. If there is a part of it that offer coins, is rather far away. Let's give this one another go, but we cannot afford it. This one we can. Almost. And let's see where that leaves us prices wise. Right, at least notebooks. But yeah, no, it's just no coins, and even energy is after several points, so that cannot be our go-to. Let's see the creature expedition once more. Geez, I have to use a yellow caramel to accelerate the time on a mission that's 2 hours long. That's just a robbery. Oh man, Rick, I want one, and I've been almost tentacular. Damn it, I don't want to use gems. Well, but you know what? Let's see the exchange. Damn it, this would be so helpful, but we don't have the plant to get this type of harvest or this one. Oh, you know what? Please be energy. Please, I beg of you, be energy. Ugh, damn it. Dang. Let's see. Well, I guess pages don't hoard. And I guess notebooks don't hoard. What else to do for energy, damn it? Because we don't have anything to exchange for it at this point. How am I doing on caramels, by the way? Okay, I don't have as many, but I guess I have one more to spare. But no energy. And no more expeditions available for now until in 50 minutes, which I don't want to make you guys wait. So, oh my god. Let me see, how far away are we to finish? I mean, why is there no more? Are there no more events to get energy? I can sleep. I think I will do exercise later, and maybe I can sleep peacefully at night like that. Doing exercise can help you. I don't know if it helps you to exhaust yourself with something more intense or to relax yourself with yoga. That helps me more personally, but it's not a bad idea, you know? Only I could get, well, although coins at this point would not really make much difference. I just don't know what else to do. How are we doing on this one? Maybe the Sphinx Club, maybe doing the exams would get us close enough to get the prize, and hopefully I pray will be at least 5 units of energy or something. So I wanted to finish the event here in the streaming with you guys. I'm not worried of not finishing it myself because I still have a few hours, but I wanted to finish it here on the stream. Let's see if the other exams get us close enough now. Not sure, but they might. What aspect does the great horse have? A tree, a fish, or a bear? I mean, in English I would understand more, but for someone to think the Osa Mayor has the shape of anything other than a bear, would be like, seriously, dude? Oh my god, just look at that. Okay, let's go have lunch with a friend, so... Oh, for crying out loud. Let's go here. And I think that should give us enough. Although, wait, no. Now that I think of it, it's not dine with a friend, it's Constance. For the Sphinx Club. Is anyone close to the final price? No, not really. Let's get things closer. I get on a stationary bike. Hold on. I get on a stationary bike and I go for laps, okay? 7 minutes in the bicycle standing and an elevated pace, and then I sit and lower the pace to rest 3 minutes, and I do that 4 times. That's not a bad idea. If I got a stationary bike, I could try that routine. That's not bad, actually. You know, intense intervals with rests. Okay, a few more books. That helps on the long run, but no energy. So no such luck there. And we wouldn't get this one even if we, like the 300 tokens, even if we finish the current task, because we need 100 tokens of that event, and every star is 10. So damn it, really damn it. I don't want to use gems. I mean, we can at least stick around until I finish this particular task, but after that one, I guess I will have to disconnect, so I can just finish the event when I get enough energy to retry the next one, or to try the next task. But that really does suck, because I wanted to spend the rest of the event with you guys. And I guess at this point I could invest 10 gems. No. I want... Oh, it's 20. Well, I guess. Leave it here, Mrs. It's not... It doesn't make sense to spend gems. Well, I guess so. But I at least wanted to show you how this one, finishes. And this thing was offering commercials and it's not anymore. Oh, I don't want to buy. And the other ones are at this point super far away from giving prices, so you're going to elongate the direct another 4 minutes. No, and actually not even, a little more, like 12, because we need 3 more units of energy. So you do have a good point, and I am sorry though that we cannot finish the event here live, but I will let you know how it turned out in the end. For now, Mrs. Midnight loves you. Hopes to see you next time, but Barra is right. At this point, it's a little forced even to prolong the streaming. So I hope you had fun. I hope you have a great rest of your weekend. You know, Mrs. Midnight loves you and hopes to see you next time. How about you change the decorations of the room? All right. Let's head there. I like to have them like in a medieval castle style. But let's see. This is the current decoration, except for the bed, that's not the dungeon one. But what would you guys like to see? Like, for example, for the pillows, do you like anything in particular? Oh, you don't mean the furniture, you mean the decorations. I thought that had stopped because I did used to do that, you know, to swap them out. But let's see if we can do that here. Oh, no, but this one, no, because that doesn't give energy it gives attributes. Oh no, but that's the one that was there already. Let's try this one. The Banshee mirror. Nice. Let's try this one. And close this menu. Ooh! Yes! Good. Good, good. Thank you, Bara. I guess not all of them gave energy, but I mean, at least it did help a bit. Okay, one more. Let's go back to the door. I'm sure we should be able to find a couple more. See now, because I think the others are used already. Well, okay. You end up doing everything possible to get the last bit of energy right. Yeah, no, at this point I'm squeezing it out of the rocks. What is what you do when you love the game? Oh, seriously. I still need 2 more. That really, really blows. Any other idea, Vara, of anything else we could try? Let's see if there's anything interesting here, but no, honestly, the amount of gems that you would have to wait to spend for a random box that you never really know what the hell it's going to give you, just no, it doesn't justify it. Let's see now, what else can we try? Quidditch? Maybe, you know what? Oh, that's the wrong floor. I mean, Quidditch gives you 1 unit of energy, so it does help. Great, the Black Lake, but like by the shed, I can go there in a minute, but I mean, the recharging point in the Black Lake, that's the giant squid, I already grabbed it. But you mean, you said the shed. I will take a look once we are out of the Quidditch game. Alrighty. And when you do everything perfect, it gives you 2 units of energy. But I think I have only achieved that once, and I don't think it was in a live streaming. It's complicated because fraction of a second wrong and it's yellow, not green. Give me 2 seconds because this one is timed. Oh shit. Inside the shed, if you complete a time-limited optional quest, There's a floating lamp that gives things. It's almost always pages, really. I'll have to check that out. I was not aware. Thank you, Vara. All right, we have the 2 units that we need anyways. Oh, nice. And besides, we finished a Quidditch quest. That was a nice surprise. But let's go to the Black Lake shed for 1 minute. Where is the floating lamp? Maybe I haven't unlocked the event that gives that. Wait. We have a notification here. All right. Few more coins. And please tell me that's it. No, seriously? Let's see if this one that takes 1 energy does it. But you know what? I'm almost tempted to do one of the tasks that need 4 units. Because I'm gonna be pissed if just because of 3 extra units we still cannot finish. Apparently you don't have it yet. It's in the water in front of the chairs that go descending or the stairs that go descending. Oh, okay, yeah, no, I still don't have it. Apparently. But dang, I think at this point, unless we do spend gems, we are out of other options to get energy because I already completed the daily agenda. See if there's anything here. That one gives notebooks. Earn 60 points. How the hell do you earn that many so fast? Ay, ay, ay. I wanna finish at least that goddamn task here. It's not that much to ask. Wanna check out that event to see what else we can do? But I think it's actually here. Seriously? Oh my god. I already logged in. See if that helps. Well, at least a few coins, but not that we can do so much with them at this point. Oh, 500 points of the Hippogriff Club. Well, no, still wouldn't be enough. That blows. The mission was about a monster in the lake where Merula turns into a giant toad that Ander mentioned in the Discord group, right? I didn't finish that one. I did start it, but I didn't finish it. And this blows because I cannot do anything to get more magical achievements at this point. Out of curiosity, how much is a key? Oh, you cannot buy it with gems anymore. Just money. No, forget it. No, and if you use gems, I don't even have enough for it, so forget it too. Leave it here, Mrs. The streaming has a good duration now, and the idea is not for you to spend all the time waiting for the energy to recharge. Right, I mean, I personally wouldn't mind waiting another 12 minutes. I just feel that since I already fought in the Fight Club, played Quidditch, fed the creatures, fertilized the plants, and what have you, I really don't have anything else to do here without just stalling, you know? And last thing I would like is to bore you guys to death because I'm just forcing it to stay. But I really am sorry that we're not gonna finish this little quest together. I'm almost tempted to invest 10 gems or 20 gems, but I'd rather not because I still don't know if I'm gonna have to do it for the next task. So I think at this point, Mrs. Midnight does have to say goodbye. You know, I love you. Hope to see you next time. Hope you have a great rest of your week.